This is Omni Sports Breakfast. Sports with Kevin McCollum and MKT.
Elevate your performance with the goodness of whole grains. AGT Foods quinoa and bulgur wheat deliver sustained energy for every workout. Stay fit, stay healthy. Brought to you by AGT Foods Africa. Good food, good health, good life. Joining us now is a clinical psychologist. Dr. Henning Gericke has a long-standing track record of inspiring teams and individuals, both in sport and in life. He has written 6 best-selling books, worked with the Boks, of course, in 2007, Sharks in 2008, Proteas Cricket Team, the men's team 2011, South African Olympics swimming team 2012, Province Currie Cup winners 2014, Protea netball team 2018. As a 16-year-old, he also held the record for the 1500 meters as well. So not just talking about it, living it. Dr. Gericke, absolute pleasure to have you on the show. Let's get straight into the big one as South Africans. Is choking the most overused and misunderstood word in South African cricket? It seems we hit a high and then low, and then this comes out.
Yes, Kevin, good morning. It's great chatting to you again. Choking, one can try to ignore it, but unfortunately that's a reality of our cricket team, and choking is it's a term we started using, or people started using, and it just becomes part of the subconscious mind a lot of times. It's like the All Black rugby team, they couldn't win a World Cup for years after the third initial one they won. And for me, choking is all about clear, calm thinking, and that is a challenge under pressure to still have, and we saw it again, our women team on this weekend, can you have clear, calm thinking? And that under pressure you want sometimes, and what I realize as well, if you want something, and it sounds like a contradiction now, but I've learned it. If you want something too badly, you really want to win so badly, and people are always saying the team will win that wants it most. I don't believe in that. It's know how to win. And choking is part of it, know how to win. Calm, clear mind. And that's a challenge. That's our top teams need to learn that. Our rugby team is getting it right, but that is a challenge. And that's where the choking is definitely there in terms of wanted too much, start doing silly things, not starting doing irrational thinking, not calm, clear thinking under pressure, and then you start losing your processes. You become too outcome orientated, winning is everything, and then you become nervous, tentative, make silly mistakes, and that's what happens.
And to create that environment you're talking about, how long might that take? Obviously, there needs to be a symbiosis between the administration, which are the coaches, the management team, and the players. But generally, in your experience, how long does it take for you to implement that culture of sort of calm and getting into the flow state, even in the most pressurized states?
Yeah, it's a good question, actually. I think, of course, the coach need to buy in. The coach need to understand it as well. Your senior players need to understand what is the mental side. That's such an important part of the game, your mentality. And then, of course, every player is different. AB de Villiers, different sport now, and Oosterrand, or whoever you work with, or Cameron van der Berg, they're all different. So the challenge is to understand what makes that specific person tick. Some people need to be on a higher level when they compete. Some people need to be quiet, calm, more relaxed. So the key thing is to have that self-awareness. So spend time with people and spend time with the team. Become aware, when are we at our best? What do we need to do when are we at our best? We enjoy it, we're having fun, or we're aggressive, or we go out with confidence. So it's a process of it's not just a formula and you're going to do it now and it's working. It's having an understanding and a feeling for that team and having a good relationship with the players, bond with them, that they trust you, that they don't see the mental stuff as you've got a problem. And I think a lot of times I don't like to refer myself, actually, even though I'm a clinical psychologist, or I don't like to refer to myself as a sports psychologist even, more just a high-performance coach, because you want people to perform. You want people to be at their best. They've got the talent. They've got everything. You want them to perform. You don't want mental barriers. You want them to be free to perform, and that's for me the the key thing. Can you create that culture where you embrace the pressure, you embrace learning and growing as a team, understand when we're at our best.
And we're all products of our environment. For South Africans, are our South African teams simply overachieving, or are we achieving to the standards we're capable of? Because it's 3 ICC finals in a row now across the board, 2 Rugby World Cups on the trot, bronze in the AFCON. World record in the 400 meters after God knows how many years. I mean, we are an extraordinary sporting nation. Is there something about us that makes us perform beyond, or do we actually need to be performing better?
Yeah, you know what? We've got, as a nation, I've learned that working with different teams, and still working with teams now, more in the corporate world now, but I'm still doing a lot of consultation for sport teams. We're a nation, and it's part of our mentality. We've got a lot of resilience, and that's what you need, because a lot of times when you do play sport or whatever you do, it's not going to be a perfect game. It's not going to be perfect. Everything is not going to just happen. There's going to be flow, and things are going to work out. And then you need the skill of resilience, that fighting, that warrior spirit. And that's what, Russia and the Springbok team talk always about. We want that warrior spirit in a team. And I think that comes natural for South Africans, to have that resilience, that warrior spirit, that fighting spirit. Yes, I don't think we overperform. I think we can do even better. I think our youth sport is on a higher level. Our climate is the best to train here. We've got altitude training if we do want to train here. So there's such a lot of good things in South Africa, and we're so passionate about sport. So that's from childhood, and we've got our heroes, and we make the sport, our sport figures, people look up to them, they're role models. So that's just for me, it's a country that will always perform, and we're doing well. But athletics, years back we didn't even have one guy running sub 10 seconds. Now I've got 3-4 guys running sub 10 seconds in 100 meters. Of people that was disadvantaged before. Now they got opportunities. So there's so many opportunities and new challenges for players, and the diversity that comes through now in our players. If you think about Kurt Lee and Kanan Moody, it's so great to see us, being a nation that the whole South Africa can be part, and people get equal quality opportunities, and only will become better. I've got no doubt about it.
Yeah. Kevin McCullum's got something for you on the Bokke.
Henning, the Boks of 2007 were a pretty special bunch. I mean, what made them special, and how did you help calm them that final week of madness? What is your fondest memory of that time in France?
Hello, Kevin. Okay, I'm only speaking to you now. Okay. Great to talk to you again. 2007 was a special team in terms of the same's happening at the moment. We had a lot of talent. That, if I say talent, really good players. Like Skalkberger, Oosturand, Fourie de Pre. You can name them. Brian Apana. They were really world class, and that's what you need. You need a world class players to perform, and then of course you need that environment that create an environment people want to be part of a family, and that's not easy. The first time I got involved with the Boks, actually, it was after Staldraad, so you can't blame me for Staldraad, but it was after Staldraad, and the Bulls sat in one corner and the Sharks sat in one corner. I remember it very well. The Stormers guy, Lions, they didn't talk to one another. So that was a challenge, making them a team, making them a family. And of course, the calmness, just briefly a story what happened to me, the week before the final, it was really chaos in the hotel, and it's still happening with every team playing finals, and Ernie Els flew over, Thabo Mbeki flew over. So everyone was in the hotel, and there's a lot of noises, and we want to win it so badly. Playing England that played 14 guys or 13 guys that 4 years before that won a World Cup. So I just went to a park. I went for a run. And in the park, it was a park in the middle of Paris. I just sat there. And I thought, how are we going to win this week? And I just decided, take it step by step. And every day I'll go to this park and put just a story that helped me and put a little stone in my pocket. I pick up a stone in that park. There was nobody early in the morning. I said, You can't control the outcome, but you can control the process. And that little stone was for me always, I carry it with me, was my reminder of how can you inspire Brian Abana? What can you do to calm down, Jake? What can you do to just live the moment, enjoy the moment, be the moment. Don't talk about winning. Don't talk about what if. Just drive the process with the little things, and that worked. That worked for us, in a way.
Yeah, I know that Jake was very anxious in that last week, but he had Eddie Jones to help calm him because Eddie Jones had been in World Cups, he'd been into a final. How important is it to have a mentor and an outside voice in a team that as almost difficult to control as the Springboks, because they're such a diverse team from, like as you say, it's not just black and white, the Sharks and Bulls, but how important is it to have a voice like Eddie Jones come in and show the way?
I think it depends from coach to coach, and it's always good to have somebody you can trust, because it is an environment that the media is on you. Of course, everyone wants to know what's going on. So somewhere you need to trust somebody, and you need to be yourself, and you need to look up. And Eddie Jones was, he played a massive role, but sometimes I think people overemphasize his role as well. He played a role, but there was a lot of other good people in our management, the Gert Small, and a lot of other people that was very solid, And then Jake had good assistant people around him that he could trust, and that was the important thing. And good leadership in John Smith. He had an excellent relationship. The same with Rassie and Sia. That relationship is important. You need alignment between your coaching and your leadership. And a mentor, I think it's always a good thing. Somebody that's there for you, just giving you again that clear, calm mind, because that's what you need. Quiet your mind, because there's so many things going on in your mind. How I'm going to win it, what I'm going to do. Your mind is racing 300 miles an hour. So what are the things that's going to make the difference? And how are you going to focus on that? And all the noises from the outside, how can you shut that out? And that's not easy. And that's where the mentor can help you. And of course, the self-awareness you've got in yourself. But yes, definitely, Jock and Rassie, they're still close, but that was that relationship. You need somebody that you can bounce off, that you can trust, and you can share your uncertainties as well.
Yeah. Well, finally, you're with the Bulls at the moment. How many rubbish red cards are they going to get this season? And what is your role with the Bulls, and what are you up to generally these days?
Yeah, I'm doing a combination of things. I'm just doing some consulting work still with the Bulls. Cards is getting, not just with the Bulls. It's getting ridiculous in terms of, even the All Blacks in the World Cup final. Getting that red card. That's us. And play almost the entire game with 14 men. That's what happened to the All Blacks. Okay, we got 2 yellow cards. So the cards is definitely an issue, but you need to work around it. And find your best way to cope with that. Yes, what's exciting for me at the moment, Kevin, I'm doing a little soccer. I'm working with Kaiser Chiefs at the moment. I started to work with them last year a little bit, but now I'm actually driving to them now and having a session, so that it's a team that hasn't performed well over the years. The last 11 years, or 8-9 years, they haven't won a trophy. So a new coaching staff. Excitement about getting involved with something different in rugby, doing a lot of corporate works, motivational talks, and I enjoy writing books and just giving back. For me, to finish off, for me it was all about success in my years back. I wanted to achieve. Ran a world record as a junior, 10 sub 400 miles, got my doctor's degree. Not bragging about it, but I was pushing myself. But now, success is not any important for me anymore. It's significance, Significance is how can I use all my experience to make other people better, That's my journey at the moment, Kevin, to a journey of significance and share my things that didn't work and things that work, So I was so blessed to be involved with so many things and learn about coaching, high performance teams and when to be at your best.
Dr. Gericke, Mbulelo here. We'll quickly wrap it up on that. I absolutely love that. I just wanted to say, as an Orlando Pirates fan, don't make Chiefs perform too well. Like, I want them to do well, but not too well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you guys have been winning a lot of trophies lately.
No. It's never enough. It's never enough. You've never heard anyone say I've got enough medals as a sports fan. So you can make them good, not too good.
But that's true. For me, it's just great. Again, Pirates, Chiefs, that need to be. They've got players, some of the best players they've got. But I think Chiefs need to be there. Just in terms of. It's just getting the fans back, because people can be so negative at the games if things are not going well, and that's a challenge, to keep the team. That expectations are so high at the moment. The Chiefs again, they're going to do it, and that's dangerous, to drive those expectations. But anyway, I'm a Corsi for life. That's the way I feel at the moment. Sorry,
I love it. Dr. Gericke, I love that. High performance, aim high, prepare like a champion, and live with the results. Dr. Henning Gericke, absolute pleasure to have you this morning. Thanks for your time, sir.
Okay, buddy. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Okay, coming up in 60 seconds, Lando is taking it to the max. We'll get into Formula One.
Listen live and on demand.
Welcome to Omni Sport.